Another aspect of a self-directed team is sorting out the roles. Who's going to be doing what? Who's going to take responsibility for what? Who perhaps is going to work with who else to get things done? Now, there are lots of different models, like the Belbin Team Roles model, where you look at the different roles that you might take on. Some people are good at completer finisher, some people are good at ideas, some people are good at coordinating the work of others. The key thing is that there is quite a good conversation about who is going to take which role. And I think that in a self-directed team, what we're looking for people to do is try to volunteer for certain pieces of work, volunteer to take on certain roles based on their own personal preferences, their own capabilities and skills. I think an effective project team comes together for only that short moment of time, for the duration of the project. So what I'm looking to do is make sure that people are volunteering for work that they think they're good at, to do things that they think they have the skills for, rather than sort of fighting against the tide and giving out work to various people based on sort of one team leader's interpretation of who's good at what. So I think there has to be that volunteering kind of approach, because we know that people's motivation, their inner motivation for getting things done, is much stronger when they've had a chance to decide what role it is they're going to play. So I think when it comes down to sorting out the team roles, there has to be that volunteering approach, and that requires a discussion. Clearly, some people might want to do the same thing as others, so there has to be that resolving that kind of argument and sorting out who is going to do what then. But have those discussions up front, be very open about it, make sure there's been that universal consensus agreement about who's going to do what before the team moves on. Otherwise, you'll find that perhaps people are paying lip service to the work they're being given and the role they're expected to play, and they're actually doing something else quietly in the background because they're following their own preferences. So again, start to see the theme here. With a self-directed team, there has to be a lot of communication, a lot of conversation up front about how things will actually work in practice.